can also be atheists for rational, intellectual, evidence-based reasons. Atheism as a result of the proper application of skepticism. Or there could be atheists, there are atheists who are atheists for really bad reasons. Perhaps they're irritated about religious people or religious influence or things that have gone wrong. For more emotional reasons, they were convinced by really bad arguments. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is convince somebody to give up their religious beliefs for bad reasons. That's no better than convincing someone to adopt religious beliefs for bad reasons. Both of those things they're reprehensible, intellectually defunct ways of going about things. I want people to believe whatever they believe for good reasons, for real reasons, evidence, reason, logic, not emotional. I'm not dismissing emotion. It's a powerful tool, and it's real. It's real to us. We experience things. And so playing on somebody's emotional views in order to get their attention is one thing, which is why we might talk about the immorality of slavery, etc. But it's a matter of making a rational argument and coming to conclusions for good, sound reasons. And I wouldn't, it bugs me when, for example, Sam Harris has used in his book this idea of I got flashing lights, which I have no idea if that means there's callers on those lines or if the thing's broken. But I got a note that says they're giving up on the call box and doing it from there, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to turn it over to Tracy in a minute, but there's one thing that came up this week. Some of us have been in contact, and some people have heard of this Coalition of Reason. It's a group that's been working with atheist and secular, non-theistic organizations around the country to pull together community resources or pull together the community. And they've been putting up billboards and subway signs and other things. Now, there were of course, the famous signs in the UK last year. There probably is no God, so stop worrying and get on with your life. Now, there's been a number of Freedom from Religion Foundation have put up a number of a number of billboards, and there's new ones out there that basically say millions of Americans are good without God. Are you? All of these billboards are basically calls out to other atheists. Don't believe in God, you're not alone. It's a way of letting people know that if you're one of us who feel like you're the only one of us, you're not. It's a way of reaching out to the people who are already there. It's not necessarily any kind of marching orders. If we had a billboard that said it's time for you to march into churches and drag people kicking and screaming from their religious delusions, okay, I could see maybe getting a little bent out of shape about something like that. But it's not like there's anything like proselytizing. And yet, Sean Hannity, you just love him. I mean, he's a complete tool.
One of the things that I noticed, especially with don't believe in God, that one specifically, was it's not even a message to non-believers. I mean, I know you're kind of saying that in the opposite way, but it's not even a call to people to say, rethink your position on God.
Yeah.
It's not even aimed at a believer. It's just aimed at somebody who already doesn't believe in God to let them know we'd like to network with you, we offer you community. And that alone is enough to get people in a snit.
Oh yeah, they're
And
irritating,
I have
pissed.
it just blows my mind that I can be inundated day and night with programming, with advertising, and telling me that I need to believe in God. I'm an idiot if I don't believe in God. There's so many who want to be. And then the message that's put out by the atheists, not all the atheist communities, but some of these communities, is just simply a call to other believers saying, hey, if you'd like to get together. And that is just like considered some kind of I've seen it called things like an attack, where people say they're attacking my religion. It's like, how is that attacking your religion?
Just go ahead and talk. We've already screwed this all up. What's up?
Tracy, move your mic up.
She needs to move her mic up. We've almost got everything sorted. Quickly, before I'm going to need that in a second, if you could hand it to me. But that particular billboard, the "Don't believe in God, you are not alone," could be, as Thad pointed out to me after Nonprofits, interpreted in an entirely different way. This could be a message from believers to non-believers. As long as you said, hey, don't believe in God, and then the "you are not alone" is an implied there is a God. Right. You think, you don't believe in God? You're not alone.
Yeah.
That type of thing. But Sean Hannity went on the air the other day to complain about these things, and because they're on like subways and whatnot. Yeah. And what he said, and I'm going to paraphrase it rather than trying to play the video clip, was, can you imagine what kind of ruckus there would be if there were Christian pro-God messages on subways? Okay, Sean, what country are you living in? I mean, do you just like get limousine from your house to the studio in like total darkness? Have you never been to like Texas? If I drive from Austin to Dallas, there are billboards up that's like, meet me before the game, God, and hell is real, John 3:16. They're all over the place. And this is nothing new. And by the way, here's a message that used to be on buses from the Ad Council. I'll adjust it that way you don't have to mess with that. Light their life with faith. Bring them to worship this week. You guys started all this. It's a good idea. It's a good way to reach out to other people. Now, this though, isn't a way of reaching out necessarily to other people. This is a bit of propaganda put out by the Ad Council. Light their life with faith. It is a statement about what worldview is better and preferable, and encouraging people to take people to church. It's encouraging proselytizing. I'm wondering if it went away because maybe the Ad Council got some Jews on it who got tired of seeing all this Christian nonsense all over the religious ads, and some people actually warmed up to the idea that not everything, that this is a potentially divisive and offensive message. It's not just a call out to, hey, fellow Christians, we'd like to see you in church again. That's not this. But that is what the atheist billboards are. It's the, hey, you're not alone, and
it's
millions of people
can. You can get. And it is. I've heard people refer to it as militant. I've heard it called an attack, and I'm like, how is this? This shouldn't even be threatening to a person. It doesn't even question anybody else's belief.
Yeah. And the last thing I have before I'll turn it over to Tracy is I need to, another thank you. There's a gentleman who contacted me on Facebook, wanted my address because he said he wanted to send me a gift. And while I'm not keen on the whole gift thing, I went ahead and did it. Hey, look, there's a fly in here now too. And what he sent me is this little booklet. It's called The Matchless Gift, Krishna Consciousness, by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, or Pada, and comes with a nice peacock feather tucked into it. And I receive all kinds of things from people. I can't count the number of Bibles that are now stacked up at my house from people sending stuff like I got one here every day. So yeah, I probably don't need another Bible. But this I actually did need because I am not particularly conversant with the Krishna consciousness movement or anything like that.